Yes. Good evening to you all. So today our topic of discussion is going to be headache. So with headache, it is not a disease. It is a symptom that you have something underlying within your body. So in naturopathy, what we say, it is an iceberg phenomena, which means what you see outside is just the symptom like headache, constipation, acidity. It's just the outside part of the ice. But there is more than 10 times of it, which is underlying inside. So whenever you have a headache, you shouldn't stop it with a pill. When you stop it, the underlying cause can get aggravated even more every day as you do it. So the first thing is you have to understand the root cause why you're getting headache. The headache may be because of acidity, it may be because of indigestion, it may be because of constipation, like small issues. So when you stop it at the time when you have constipation, then what would happen is you have constipation in one side. Instead of addressing your constipation, you're just taking a tablet to stop your headache. This constipation is going to go on and on. So I've already told about constipation, how your toxin matter gets deposited on more and more every day. The same way, when you control your headache, that is going to multiply. So here, what we are focusing on is to identify the root cause of your headache. So it may be because of sinusitis, because there is too much congestion in your sinus. It could be because of hormonal problems. It could be many things. Like how Shobhaman said, it could be migraine as well. So migraine, the differentiating factor is you get one side, either right or left or back. So along with that, you get like kind of a vomiting sensation. You get an aura, like something is coming. So that is migraine. So here, when I'm talking about headache, I'm going to just talk a general thing. I'm going to give you 5 important tips. So that is going to be what is going to be the massage treatment, then hydrotherapy treatment, acupressure treatment, diet, and last with yogasana. So with massage, I'll just give you quick tips on massage. So what you have to do is you take your hands and then you see this line. You have to massage from this side to this side, like this, till your temples. Then from this end, till like this. You can do it. You can keep doing it. So here,
whatever you together.
Yeah, you can do it with me. So what you're trying to do is you're going to drain off the excess, the stress in this area. This you can do slowly like this. Okay. So this is one massage movement which you can do. Another is in your neck. Usually there is excess blood supply to your head region. So what you do is you take your both fingers. You shouldn't be doing both sides because there is important blood vessels carrying blood to your brain. So you shouldn't do it both sides. One side. What you do is keep your right hand and then drain your left like this. Okay? Up, down, up, down. So here you can feel your carotid. So you can drain it like this slowly. You can apply some oil along with this. What you could do is, if you have a stress headache, you can go for some aromatic oils like lavender oil, and then you can mix it with like badam oil or coconut oil. So there is a good aroma as well. So then you apply and then massage it downwards. Then do it the same on the left side. Slowly you massage. This is for your neck. So you've done with your forehead, then you've done with your neck. And then you do to your ears. What you do is you drain it down like this, front and from the back like this. Nicely you drain it like this. You feel really good when you do this massage. You drain it down. You can use 2 fingers or 3 fingers and you can do it. Okay. Then what you do is to your eyebrows, you can pinch like this. Like this. See, from the start of the eyebrow till the end of the eyebrow. So you pinch it like this. You feel really good when you pinch your eyebrows. Now, because you don't have a headache, you don't feel it. Otherwise, you just pinch your eyebrows. So remember, one is this, one is this. So you're always not doing it up, but drain it down. Then your ears like this. So you could start with your ears and then drain your neck as well. Okay. And then you do your eyebrows. So this is with the massage. Next, I'll tell you some good 3 acupressure points for your headache. What you have to do is, the center of the eyebrows, with this finger or with this thumb, you press it. Nicely press. Keep pressure like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remove. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. If you have sinus headache, then you could press this point here. This point like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here. So this is for the sinus. Okay. Then this is Hego. It's a large intestine point. So if you look at your hand, there's this muscle which is raised. Can you see it? The raised part. So you put your thumb there and you massage. See, keep your index finger and your thumb together. The raised part, you press. When you press, if you have a little bit of, pain there, it means it is good for you to do even otherwise. So you press this point. So this is the acupressure point for headache. This one. So keep pressing. Okay. Then the next is your elbow crease. Everybody could try it actually. When you bend your elbow, this is again a point. See the crease where it ends. There, you just press like this. Okay. So this could be, tender in some points, tender in some people. So that you press. So this you could do with both your hands. So pressure point one here and one over here. The another good remedy you can do with hydrotherapy, that is water therapy, is you take a bucket of half a bucket of hot water, not too hot, but a bit bearable that you can do. Then you put Epsom salt in it, or if you don't have Epsom salt, you can go for normal salt, and then immerse both your legs in it. So what happens is the excess blood that is in your head when you have a headache gets drained down to your legs. So this is a very good naturopathic remedy to reduce the headache. Okay, don't sit in an AC room or on the fan and do it. Just in a normal temperature, you can sit down, put in a bucket of water, and put your both legs. You can cover the bucket so that the water doesn't get cool very soon, and then keep both your legs in it, and then you rest. You can close your eyes, you can listen to a relaxation music, close your eyes and just feel your body relaxing, and you can do this for 20 minutes. So this you could do daily. It's a very good way to detox your body and to remove the excess congestion from your above. Okay, this is the hydrotherapy part. Then the next we'll go on to the diet part. So like I said, in headache, there is various types. The reason could be hundreds of reasons, and there are 150 types of headache. But usually it comes down to diet about what you eat. I've already told you what is the good way to eat and all that, do's and don'ts. But if I have to specifically mention, when it comes down to headache, try to avoid sugar, excess salt consumption, excess oily food consumption, and food which is like heavy for you, which you think is going to go into your body and cause you trouble. You already know these kind of food, so try to avoid such food, and always try to include a lot of food which has a lot of water in it, like watermelon or some juices, tender coconut water. Diuretics is a very good thing if your blood pressure is if your headache is because of blood pressure. Excess water retention because of salt in your body, this happens. So then you have to do is diuretics. So try to take diuretics like barley water, tender coconut water, and all these kind of food. So next we'll move on to the, so one extra good tip I can give you, that is to detox with the diet. What you could do is you could take 2 glasses of water, put 1 inch of ginger, and then you can add 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds. or powder. Boil it, and once it comes down to 1.5 glass, then you drink this as a tea. So ginger, coriander seed, the tea is very good for your detoxing and removing the excess. If it is because of constipation or excess heat, it kind of helps you a lot. Okay, so now we'll go on to Yogasana. So what we are going to design is something that is going to give excess blood to your face. So forward bending and then a complementary backward bending. So in standing also, we're going to do a forward bend and then the backward bend. Okay. Then we are going to lie down and do Pavana Muktasan, which is bending your knees. And then we are going to do a Ushtrasan, which is the bridge pose. And then we are going to do in the sitting pose, which is again Yoga Mudra, which is simple poses. So I'm going to teach you around 6 poses and then pranayama. So we'll start.
Yeah. And one thing I really want to compliment, every single thing that she says has been tried and tested by us. And it really works. They are all simple remedies which all of you all can try at home itself. So thank you. Yeah, looking forward to your yoga.
Yeah, so can you see me? Yeah. Okay. So today my son is also going to join you, like you people all wanted him to join.
Yeah, he's an attraction.
Yeah. So first we'll go on to Padahastasana, which is keep your legs together, hands by the side of your body. Now what you have to do is inhale and raise both your hands up. Do a backward stretch. And now exhale and bend from your lower back. Bend from your lower back. And try to touch your toes. If you can, place your hands beneath your feet so that you get pressure on your palms. Okay? In the final position, you just maintain wherever you can, but make sure your knees are straight. Feel the blood rushing towards your face. Inhale and exhale as you're bending. We'll maintain another 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now inhale slowly, raise up, give a backward stretch. Stretch. Now exhale and slowly bring your hands down. When you're bringing your hands down, feel the blood rushing to your fingertips. Now relax in the standing position. It's very important you relax after the forward bend because the body has to stabilize. Take a deep breath in and a breath out. Very good. Now we'll go on to the backward bend. So keep your legs together, hands by the side of your body. Now you have to bend back. I'm going to show you the side pose. Now inhale and push your hip forward and bend back. Exhale and come up. We'll do it 3 times. Again, inhale, go back. Exhale, come forward. Now again, inhale, go back, push your hip forward. Exhale, come up. Okay. Now relax in the standing pose. Feel the changes after the forward bend and now the backward bend. Just feel your skin, all the subtle changes happening inside you. Very good. Now we'll go on to the lying down pose. So lie down in Shavasana. Asana. And now I'm going to take a relaxation technique for you all. So lie down. Now what you have to do is keep your legs apart. Legs apart, just lie down. And then hands by the side of your body with your palm facing upward. And the right hand on your abdomen. The right hand on your abdomen. Okay? So now you're going to concentrate on your breath. You're going to forget the outside world. You're going to feel like a dead person. Totally unaware of the outside and becoming totally aware of the inside of you. So now, firstly, we'll start with just observing your abdomen. Just see how your abdomen rises up and falls down. Keep observing how your abdomen is rising up and falling down. Keep doing it. Your complete attention on your abdominal movement. Can you feel your abdomen moving up and down? Yes. Now we are going to feel it with your breath. Now, as you inhale, your abdomen rises. Now try to inhale and expand your abdomen as much as you can. Inhale. Now exhale and push your abdomen down to your spine. You can do it intentionally. Inhale, expand your abdomen. Exhale and down. Inhale, expand. Exhale, push it down to your spine. So we'll do this 5 more times, counting it backwards. So inhale, inhale and up. Expand your abdomen. Very good. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. Keep it there. 1, 2, 3. Once again. Inhale and up. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3. Exhale and down. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3. Again. Inhale. Up. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Down. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3. Once again. Inhale. Very good. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Down. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3. So your now total awareness is on your breath and you're feeling completely relaxed in this position. Now we're going to do one more thing. Now as you inhale, again, inhale and expand your abdomen and expand. Inhale and expand. Your abdomen should come up. Very good. So in this position, feel totally relaxed. Very good. Now exhale, put your abdomen down to your spine and put out all the toxins out of your body through your nostrils. Okay, so we'll keep doing it. Inhale, totally relaxed. Exhale, exhale, and your stress out. Keep doing it. Inhale, feel the positivity inside you. Exhale, throughout all the tension in your mind. Once again, inhale and feel a blue light entering into your nostrils, into your whole body. Exhale and put out all the stress. Once again, inhale, totally relaxed. Your body is getting heavier and heavier. Exhale and put out all the tension. Very good. Now, we will chant Ukara, Ukara 3 times. So inhale. Again, inhale. One last time, inhale. Very good. So now your body is totally relaxed. Feel the vibrations of Omkara in your chest and abdomen region. Completely relaxed with the vibrations. Now just give movements to your fingertips and your toes. Come back to this room. And now we'll start with Pavana Muktasana. So what you do is, keep your legs together, hands by the side of your body. Okay, now you have to inhale and raise both your legs up. Straighten your knees, bend at your knees, catch hold of your knees. And now inhale and raise. Raise up. Hold this position for at least 10 to 15 counts. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Now release your hands. Stretch your legs up. Exhale and your legs down. Now relax after the Pavana Muktasana pose. So that's a wind-free pose. It releases all the excess wind from your body. Okay, now we'll go on to the complementary backward bend, which is the bridge pose. Here what you do is bring your legs together, closer to your buttock, keep your hand on your heads, and then you raise it. Inhale and raise. You can walk inwards once you're raised. Feel the blood flowing to your neck, your face, and your mind is relaxing in this position. Try to relax completely. Normal breathing in this position. We'll maintain another 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, slowly exhale, bring your hips down. Release your right leg, your left leg, and relax for at least 30 seconds. Close your eyes. Now we'll chant Akara. Once again, inhale and feel the vibrations of Akara in your leg region, from your toes to your hips. So inhale. Feel the vibrations of Akara and totally relax your legs. Now bring your legs together. Take your right hand up. Bend at your left knee. Turn to the right. Relax for a while here. And then come up to the sitting position.
Running out of time.
Yeah, now come to the sitting position. Here, we'll go on to one simple asana, which is again, you're going to bend forward. So there is excess blood now moving to your head and going to cleanse your body. What you do is take your both hands, keep it tight like this behind your back, like this. Keep your back straight. Inhale. Exhale and bend forward. Now feel the blood rushing to your face. When this happens, your mind, your body is totally relaxing. Maintain this for another. Now inhale and come up. Very good. Now we'll go on to a backward bend pose. So here you can go, I've spoken about this already. So here this is the Ushtrasana. So you can keep your hands on your hips, come into the kneeling position. You can take support of a pillow and then you bend back. Push your hips forward. And come up. So inhale and bend back. Exhale and come forward. One more time. Inhale, go back. Exhale, come forward. So now you can sit in any comfortable position. I'll teach you one pranayama now. Okay, so any comfortable position. You can adapt chin mudra, close your eyes. Now just observe your breath. Feel your nostril. Feel how the cold air enters your nostril and the warm air exits out. Feel the temperature of the air. Now we'll go on to Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. This is a balancing and cleansing pranayama. So what you do is, you do this mudra. Okay, so you bend your index finger and your middle finger, and then you hold it to your body. So the thumb is used to close the right nostril and the ring finger is for the left nostril. Yeah, this way. Okay, so like this. So now, Nadi Shodhana, we always begin from the left nostril. So close your right nostril and breathe in through your left nostril. Close your left and breathe out through the right. Again, breathe in through the right. The same nostril, breathe in and breathe out through the left. So this is one cycle. So you breathe in through the left, breathe out through the right, breathe in through the right and breathe out through the left. So this is one cycle. We will do it 3 more times. So inhale through the left, exhale to the right, inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Second round, we'll go for the third round. Inhale through the left, exhale to the right, inhale through the right, exhale through the left. Very good. Now close your eyes and feel the relaxation of the Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. Okay. Now we'll do a cooling pranayama. So in case you have excess BP, acidity, where there's excess heat in your body, then we go on for a cooling pranayama. A cooling pranayama is always from the left side. Left is the feminine side, right is the masculine side. So left is always cooling, right is heating. So now what we're doing is the same mudra. Close your right nostril and only breathe in and out through your left nostril. In and out as one count. We'll do this 3 times. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Relax. Now we'll do a heating pranayama. That is from the right side. That is if you have excess cold in your body, you're feeling cold, or if you have like hypothyroid, where your metabolic rate is low, or you have obesity, then you have to increase the metabolism in your body. So then we'll go for the right side. So now close your left nostril and breathe through your right nostril. Breathe out through the right. Again, inhale to the right. Exhale to the right. Again, inhale to the right. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Now relax. Now we'll go for a last pranayama, which is Brahmari. So here you plug your ears with the index finger. Take a nice deep breath in And as you breathe out, you chant Makara. So you chant like a humming bee. Close your mouth and vibrate inside with the Makara. Once again, inhale. Very good. Now close your eyes, feel the vibrations of Makara in your head region. Make sure you're not holding on tight to any part of your body. Usually, we hold on to our jaw muscles, our neck muscles, shoulder muscles. So just observe, quickly scan through your body. Just relax each and every part. Observe your face, head, neck, shoulders, hands, chest, abdomen, hips, thighs, legs, and your toes. Completely scanned, no tension in any part of your body. Totally relaxed. Now tie your hands behind your back, bend forward, and thank God for all the beautiful things in your life. Thankful to yourself as well. Inhale, come up. We'll go for palming and finish the session. Rub your palms. If you feel the heat, place it over your eyes. Inhale, exhale. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Sharda. And thank you to all the people who joined us for the first time. Anya, Shalini, Prakshini, Sahana. Thank you so much. If you can, Shalini, if you can just give me all their numbers, I can add you to our Yoga with Smiles group. So all these tips, you will get a recording of this session, and you'll also